Hello, I'm amaiabures Blanco. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am making a 2025 vision board. I know that this video is coming out in 2025, which seems a little bit not that great because we want the vision board for 2025, so why are we putting the video out late? Because I didn't have any other time, so we're ignoring that. Yeah, we're literally just ignoring that and we're going on with the video. Also, there is literally no sort of lateness to vision boards. You can plan out your year at any point. Just because it starts off like with a new year doesn't mean that you can't make a vision board. So let's go ahead and make one right now, even if it's late. Hello, I just wanted to pop in here and explain that this video was pretty long. It was like an hour long, maybe a bit less if I cut it down a lot. That made me decide to kind of go and just split the video into two different parts. So this is the first part of the video where I talk about my 2024 vision board, what came true and what didn't. And then I start preparing for my 2025 vision board where I start cutting pictures and I kind of leave it off there. I don't fully finish preparing for it. So if you want to see the rest and see my 2025 vision board, then come back tomorrow, January 13th, to see the second part. This video is greatly inspired by Luna Montana, who I'm sure so many of you already know her, but like I just love her videos so much and I love her so much. So it's really inspired by her. So I want to go through my 2024 vision board, what I had, what came true and what didn't, and actually keeping it real because I'm not trying to lie out here. Like if things didn't happen, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And I'm going to be making my new vision board. I have stuff printed out, some more pictures and everything, so we'll get into that later, but let's dive into this vision board. So let's start up here. This is a little picture that says practical driving test pass certificate. So I basically just wanted to get my driver's license, which happened later on in the year than I wish it had been, but I still got it, so I can't even be mad. Beside that is a picture of books that I wanted to annotate. I wanted to give like annotations a shot and like see if I could like it or not. And it sort of happened. I have annotated some books. I haven't written in them, but I do have them with like tabs and everything. So I guess it counts. But I have learned that it is for a very specific moment in my life. It's not like I don't always want to annotate my books. I don't think it always works for me. Next, over here, this little clump is a section for music. I wanted to focus a lot more on growing that sort of passion that I have and that I'm, just kind of like working on. Over here, I have a piano, which did work out. My piano's right beside there. I don't think you can see it though. No, but I'm currently taking piano lessons. It's nothing crazy, but I am slowly working on it and I'm actually a lot more motivated to learn than I used to be before. So I'm really happy about that. Then I have, these are like guitar. Oh, one is a guitar and one is a bass. I play the bass and my boyfriend plays the guitar, and I wanted to get back into the bass and maybe even learn a little bit of guitar, which semi happened. Like he taught me like a little bit of a song, but I feel like that barely even counts, you know? Like that's not. Anyways. And then over here is a little picture of someone singing or like doing a podcast or something, or like voiceover. I'm currently taking voice lessons, so that did happen. I had a voice class in my college courses, which we did sing, and we also did voiceover work. So I think that one was really accomplished. That one was really damn good. Then over here, this picture is a dance picture. I wanted to get into competitive, which I technically did get into competitive. I got into a team, and then the team, they just didn't have enough people for it, so it never happened. But I technically did get into it. So it did happen, not how I wanted it to though. Then over here, I have hobbies. I wanted to go ice skating and like work a little bit more on that. I did not. I have not gone ice skating. That did not happen. Then beside it is a little picture of a painting. I wanted to paint more, be more artistic, and it actually did. I took an intercourse session, which is basically like a winter session, and it's in January, so it did happen last year. And then there's a picture of cameras, which I meant more like photography. I wanted to do more photography, which also did happen. I took pictures for the cheer team at my college. Those are on my Instagram. And I went out with my friend and we took a bunch of pictures that are on my social media now. So I guess it counts. It counts. I want to definitely have more of that later on. Beside it is a little image that says, "Girl, do it for you." And I definitely think this year I focus a lot more on what I wanted and not what people would think of me or what they would like for me to do. I focused on what I wanted to do no matter what. An image of like a laptop and kind of like work and stuff. And I just wanted to get like really focused on my schoolwork and get good grades, and that worked out really well. I just got my grades and I'm actually above average for all of my classes. Then beside it is a little cup. I wanted to go and like make ceramics, which if I'm stretching it, I did technically make stuff with clay. Quote that says, "The new job is coming." I actually got a job this past summer, which was definitely fun for its bit. Then over here I had a mic, which I both meant like maybe start a podcast or sing, do stuff with mics. I, again, kind of going back to this one up here, singing, I did do voiceover work for class and I did sing. I've taken lessons. I have thought about starting a podcast, but honestly right now I don't think many people would listen to it. And I think I need to work on my time management before I add any extra things onto there. And the last picture over here is a little journal. I wanted to get back into consistently writing about like journaling, writing about my day, etc., which I did do a couple times, but I didn't write as consistently as I wish I had. Over here is a video of me editing, and obviously the YouTube channel has started. I actually started it in 2024 and it's still ongoing right now, so it's going pretty well. Over here, I wanted to possibly publish the poetry book that I wrote, and that didn't happen. I didn't expect it to. I was kind of like, oh, maybe if I just do it, that would be great. Then over here, these two are kind of like acting things. I just wanted to like really, really work on my acting and like everything that came along with it, like try really hard for all of my classes, which I definitely think I did. Then over here is another sort of journal, kind of like before. I wanted to journal more, like be more active in that sort of sense, which didn't really happen for me very much. Don't overthink it. It's definitely such a big one. I have not been overthinking as much as I did. Right now, I'm kind of just like, I do what I want. And if people don't like that, that's okay. And if people don't want to be my friend, that's okay too. I think I usually overthought a lot about like friends and people in that sort of sense. And now I'm kind of just like living, and I'm happy with just being by myself or like with my parents and my boyfriend, like my other friends, you know, like, anyways. You don't have to be extreme, just consistent, which I think did not work in my favor because I thought, oh, I don't have to be extreme, so I can start one little goal at a time and add up onto it and work slowly, which is true, and you do need to do it that way, but I think it just discouraged me from even trying to get back into my usual habits. And then over here is a little picture of a room. I wanted to change up my room and have it be a better space. As you can see, I actually am changing my room, so that is working out, and I have been trying to clean a bit more, but I'm definitely not as consistent as I used to be, so it's something that I also need to continue working on and getting better at. Then here is a picture of meditation, but I have not gotten back into meditating, but I have realized that it is something that I need to do, and I think it would help me a lot with my breathing. And then the packages, I wanted to maybe start a little online business if I ever wanted to, maybe even some merch, but merch I'm really far from. Definitely not anytime soon, but I would love to do that. And then over here is that dream is planted in your heart for a reason, which for me, I was taking it more of like, if I dreamt of it, it's obviously for a reason, and it means that I can do it and I can achieve that. And I meant it more as like being sure of what I can or cannot do, and like, yeah, just being there for myself and like supporting everything that I do. Then there's a little like friend costume, which I really wanted to do this year, but that didn't happen. But I'm honestly not even mad about it. Like I can do it later on. There's a picture of a couple, I think, and they're like studying and working together, which did happen. Seb and I did do homework together and study quite a bit. And then this one says, stop trying to be liked by everyone. You don't even like everybody. But it's kind of cut, so you can't fully see it. But it kind of goes with the don't overthink it. Like if people don't like me, that's okay. I don't care as much as I used to. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really, really proud of myself for it too. And then the last little bit over here, I just wanted to be healthier. I wanted to drink more water, go to the gym and exercise more. I have been exercising, not as much as I used to before, I don't think. I've been drinking a lot of water, and going to the gym, I actually did go for a week and then a couple bits here and there with Seb, like to his gym. But I fractured my foot over the summer, which was the time that I had to go to the gym, so I wasn't able to go. But the thought is there, and I still want to go, so that's still going to be on my vision board. Now this is done. Let's take it apart and let's make the new one. I got this board as a little gift. It's like from Dollarama. It was like for those like easy Christmas games. Oh shoot, these are really well stuck. That ripped. I love keeping these pictures because I get to use them for other stuff. Looks to me like I will not be able to use these. What tape did I use? What the heck? I'm a little pissed. I have a folder over here with pictures that I have used for other things, and then the ones up here which are like smaller. These are bigger than these ones because before I used to make them really big, but are all pictures that I've printed out, and I always keep them just in case I ever want to like use them for like any sort of like different meanings or anything, etc. Things like that. I always love keeping them. I think this year I actually put a lot more pictures than I usually do, which is kind of why most of them have like tape, because I didn't have enough pins. I hold them up with these little pins. I don't know if you can even see that, it's so tiny, but I basically grabbed like regular pins and I cut them, which is really unsafe. I do not do that. Do not recommend doing it. Actually really dangerous. I cut them, and I didn't want to cut like a bunch of them because like that's not very cool of me to do, you know, like waste my mom's pins. But because I didn't cut enough, I had to tape a bunch of the pictures onto my board, which is fine until it's not, because tape is for some reason really sticky now and actually does work. They're like all taped. Do you see that? That sucks. I know some people make it so that you can keep them and like store them, but I think I have a problem with storing things because I tend to store way too many things and it doesn't work out very well for me because I get really overwhelmed. So I usually just take pictures of them and I can always look at them other years if necessary. One of the most important things that I do to prepare for the next year is to honestly just reflect, which is what I have been doing while I take my vision board apart. I love to go through the pictures, seeing what did happen and what did not happen, but also allowing myself to understand that you do not have to have this perfect life. You do not have to achieve every single thing that you say you will. So it's okay and it's important to reflect on what you liked about the year and what you didn't, and when you want to change this upcoming year. There are so many journal questions out there that you can find that are really, really good and meaningful, and I have yet to write down an actual debrief. It's definitely happening, and I definitely recommend to, grab a notebook, grab a pen, and just start writing about your feelings and how you feel about this past year. Perfect. The board is empty. So basically, these are all the pictures that got like broken off. And then these are all the pictures that are mainly fine. The backs are a little bit scratched, and most of them have like various holes. It's okay though. I printed out like a little paper. I usually print out like actual photos, but we don't have colored ink anymore. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna cut these up and like make them look good. And some of them I may even give them like color, just for the fun of it. But we'll get into that in a second. Over here, I have all the pictures. I kind of already took out the ones that I usually use. So the rest are just like extra photos or even like big ones for like other stuff. I got these stickers, which I'm gonna decide if I want to put it on here, like make holes in them and put them here, or wait until I make like a vision board with my friend, which is happening like next week, and I could make it in like a notebook or something. A bunch of pictures. These are the ones that I sectioned out that I would like to use again this year. And then these are the ones that I also have, but I'm not using. And then some other people I wanted to give this idea out as well. Love using little magazines. I think these are super fun if you're actually gluing it on. But because I'm like sticking it onto like a board, I feel like it's a little bit harder with this just because it's very thin. They also sell booklets that are just for dream boards. That. This is really basic though. They're stock images. But you can cut it and you can pick out like things that work well for you. For these big strips, I would place them, I think it was like that. It would go like the 3 pictures, like that, something like that. And then for these smaller ones, I would take 6 and I would do like 2, 2, and 2. And then you're able to print them out as actual pictures, but they're all like in one, so you just have to cut them out. I'm back. I got my colored crayons. What? Colored pencils. Oh my goodness. Okay, so before I go and start like putting anything together, I'm going to go right ahead and cut this up. So I have scissors to cut it like so that it's all separated. And then I have this little table thing. Is it locked? It's right here. You open it and then this little thing, you like pass it and it just cuts a straight line, which is amazing. And then I think this year my goal is to make it a little bit more specific. Like I really just want to have like actual goals planned out, and not only have that, but also like plan ways that I want to achieve that. Not plan how I'm going to achieve it, instead of just being like, these are my goals, figure it out now. Like I actually want to have like a structure planned out on like what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do everything. Okay, I think I have cut all the images. Yay! No, I want to color them in. I'm so happy. These are all of them together. Oh, I'm not showing these properly. That's all of them. This one image was already in black and white. So what can I do? I found it like this. So I think it'll just be black and white. And so will this one, even though that one was colored, but what can I do? It's like they're really dark images. I know what they are though. I just want to add more color to the ones that are like quotes, which is all of the other ones.